Hello everybody and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review, the first Impact Wrestling review of the year and also the go home show for Hard to Kill this Sunday. It's a very loaded card. I think it's really going to be a good show, but there's a lot to say about Hard to Kill in regards to Sunday, including matches, and I'm sure the one people are talking about right now, which I even talked to people about too. It's very mixed opinions on the Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan match, because a lot of people really believe now if they put the belt on Tessa, I know people that'll tell you that they will not watch this show anymore if they do some shit like that. And I'm gonna get into that whole match soon and what I think about it and who I think is going to win that match, but a lot of people just are not really with the whole man and versus woman thing, which it was before. I don't think it was a lot of problem with Slammiversary. I just think it's because it's for the World Championship this time. And Sami Callihan's reign hasn't been that long, if you ask me. I think it could have kept going too. I'm not saying he's going to lose it in that, but I can see where people are coming from when it comes to that. But into the go-home show itself for Hard to Kill, we kicked it off with Eddie Edwards and Michael Elgin brawling, but as they brawled, Eddie Edwards says we don't have to wait till Hard to Kill, we can do this right now. So we basically got an impromptu match. Eddie Edwards suicide dive right out the ring to go after Elgin. Most of his match I can. No, it was actually a very great match also to kick off the show. It actually at least kind of woke up some of this crowd in Chat Impact Wrestling. One thing I thought was odd, but still cool at the same time, that before they went to commercial, Elgin hit a German suplex, and Eddie came back with a Boston knee party to the back of the head. And even after the commercial, it was like the same thing, a German suplex with the knee back to the head again too. When they came back from commercial and whatnot, pretty much both guys kept coming back with strong elbow shots at each other. They started to counter. Elgin tried to go for the Elgin bomb, but Eddie Edwards still countered and pretty much hit some strikes at him until Elgin came back with a German suplex. Then he hit some lariats on him. Eddie, once again, he dodged the power bomb, tried to hit him with the cradle, tried to get him with a half crab then in submission, but Elgin pretty much flipped it back over into a crossface then right after that. But Eddie got out of it. Elgin ended up kicking Eddie, pretty much hitting him with a buckle bomb, then an Elgin bomb for the win. So, very, very good match, though. Both guys going really hard at each other. Some say this was maybe a strong style match, kind of going like some of the moves, especially those strong elbow and chop shots going back at each other. Now, I do have a problem, though, with this match. As great as this match was, why are you doing this match now before the pay-per-view this Sunday? That's my problem with this, okay? I liked the match. It was actually fun to watch. It was really good, but now it's for that call your shot trophy they're doing. I thought it was like, okay, maybe we're doing it now and the match isn't going to be this Sunday, but now we're just going to do it here, but the match is still this Sunday, though. So it's kind of strange now that you just gave away the pay-per-view match for free on TV, so what's the point of doing it again? But now it's actually for the gauntlet, the call your shot gauntlet match, the trophy. So I guess now there's something on the line then. I still think it'll be a great match this Sunday like it was tonight. Or maybe it could be better for all I know. But at the same time, what was the point of doing this match here if you know it's going to be at the pay-per-view this Sunday? So, very strange if you ask me. Kind of giving it away right now. But they talked about the North then, about their title. Pretty much how they've been a dominant tag team, and that Mac and Swan will fall. The Desi Hit Squad went against Falaba, Daga, and TJP. Actually a pretty good match right here. I don't really give a crap about the Desi Hit Squad that much, just because they just became comedy team, if you ask me. But they try to put Mahab Bashir to make them somewhat look credible, at least, and whatnot. Now, this was not actually a bad tag team match, I will say that. Because Sheer ended up hitting the Sky High on TJP for the win, but it actually wasn't a bad match. Usually I just kind of expect the Desi Hit Squad to lose, but I'm like, well, they got Sheer out there. He's not going to take the pinfall, but he is going to get the win, though. I'll say it's about Sheer. He's not that bad out there, but I think they just keep Mob Lashir in small bursts because they knew this guy was not good in the past. And like I said before he even came, when he came back to this company, that this guy was in WWE and he couldn't even make it past the freaking Performance Center or even up to NXT and was still down there. So it's somewhat better than what I've seen, though, but not a bad 6-man though with everyone that was involved. Mac was talking to Swan in the back, something about, you know, if we could do this tag match no more this Sunday. Like, I ain't trying to hold you back. You got the rocket ship, and I'm down here right now, and I'm not really going nowhere or whatnot. But Swan said, listen, man, when I had problems with Paige last year and everything, I needed the Mac, and I brought you in because we've been killing it together. We've been doing this. Don't sell yourself short, all right? All right, because of what I got going on. This is a team. Like, we got this, okay? We gonna take them tag titles this Sunday. You understand me? And you know, Mac agreed, and he shook Swan's hand, and you know, everything was good for that. OVE was in the back cutting a promo, which mostly Callahan stood there, but you know, Chris Jake said it's gonna be a special this Sunday at Hard to Kill. But Dave says, listen, we all could have something special this Sunday, but you let us down in that tag team title shot. So now we ain't got nothing going on. But this is bigger than us. This is about Sammy right now. This is about him leading Impact into the future and why he's the world champion. And Sammy will retain and beat Tessa Blanchard. Everyone, no one's not talking about Tessa. We're sick of hearing about Tessa this, Tessa that. This is about Callahan, okay? Madman Fulton pretty much started talking about Ken Shamrock, saying he's going to tear apart his bones, break him in half, everything. Basically, it was actually the other OVE members talking this time, which I will say at least gives something of a development for them, not knowing that they can speak on their own and having Sami Callihan just do all the promos all the time, and they just kind of stand in the back and say everything. This was just actually Sammy just being quiet and let the other guys lead off talking about what they got going on, and Fulton for his match this Sunday against Ken Shamrock before they could all say everything and whatnot. So that was at least different. That was at least different this time in this promo for OVE. Just because, like I said, you mostly hear Callahan, you actually want to hear what the other members got to say sometime. And we do sometime, but this is like just letting them have the floor and whatnot. Johnny Swinger had some somas and was put into Joey Ryan's water. Tommy Dreamer appeared back and he says, listen, you need to grow up. This is done. And pretty much, you know, Swinger is still saying, like, nah, man, these are just the somas or whatnot. Like, this is nothing special. This is it's water, that's somas. He said, this is my protein drink. This is my protein drink, and what he tried to keep saying. And Tommy wasn't going for any of it, which he ended up saying, like, drink it. Then he had Kendo stick in his hand, and I guess Swinger drank the whole water, which, you know, I guess was going to put him to sleep or whatnot, but he drank up the whole water then. There was a video package also for Ace Austin and Trey Miguel this Sunday. Next was a very long video package, which actually was one of the best things of the night. A very great video package in detail for the Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan feud, which I actually liked this. This was actually great to watch for almost 10 minutes, especially hyping, because basically they talked about their past as they went from Tessa to Tessa's family. We got to see Magnum TA on there. You know, but they went from, you know, Tessa's family, from her sisters, and how she even got into wrestling. Of course, her dad is Tully Blanchard, and like I said before, her stepdad is Magnum TA and whatnot, and how she even got involved and whatnot. As you know, they also went to Sami Callihan's, you know, from his past of how he grew up and, you know, watching wrestling, that his entire family was wrestling fans, that him and his brothers watched, and they were into wrestling, but they grew out of it, and he still stayed in wrestling. You know, talk about how he played many sports and everything growing up, and that, you know, his parents always supported him. But, you know, then he said the reason why he's like a vile person right now is, you know, because of the passing of his parents, that he had to learn about his mom passing while he was doing a tour in Germany, and his dad passing when he was in developmental for that other company, WWE. You know, like his dad told him, like, listen, don't come back, just live your dreams, keep doing what you gotta do and whatnot. Like, you did everything to work out. You didn't want them to. They didn't want to deal with this crap. They wanted them to have. His parents wanted him to have success and everything. So, yo, Cal Edwards said, like, I can't call them. I can't vent to anybody. You know, like, basically said, I have no family right now and whatnot. Which, even I had to say, this makes you want to root for him even more and whatnot. Because he talked about, like, you know, Tessa thinks she's the hero. There's no fairy tale ending to this or whatnot. That, you know, listen, he supports intergender wrestling. We just need to call pro wrestling. We don't need to call intergender, this man or woman. He did that when he was booking Revolver Wrestling because he likes the intergender or whatnot. And now it's going to happen again. And, you know, like I said, they pretty much went through what's going to happen leading to Sunday, what they've done in their feud against each other. You know, Tessa talked about how, you know, Don Callis and told them that they were going to be the main event of Slamversary and that they made history or whatnot. And everything. And Tessa talked about how she trained. When she trained and ended up in wrestling, she had to go against the guy. So that's why it's just nothing really new to her and whatnot. But, you know, pretty much both went on to talk about what they're going to do this Sunday and everything. As Sammy said, like, there is no hero in the story. That Tessa is, you know, just going to be becoming a cliff note or anything. She's not going to become the first ever Women's Impact Champion. She's going to pretty much, she's going to take her out. She's going to become a cliff note and everything. And that, just another person part of the record for Sami Callihan's win. And I remember just Sammy pretty much ended off saying, like, listen, at Hard to Kill and everything, listen, Tessa, I'm not going to treat you like a woman. I'm going to treat you as an equal and bash your fucking skull in. So I thought that was a great video package. That was actually really great to look at, especially just even looking at both of their past building into this story to why this match is happening at Hard to Kill. Which even I had to look at, like, this made me want to root for Callahan a little bit more than Tessa, to be honest. I know Tessa's the face and whatnot, but something about Sammy's story just makes you want to root for him more, like he's the heel. But some of the stuff he's saying there was just, like, somewhat making him a face anyway to how he even came up in this business and general to even where he is today and what he earned to get here, whatnot, especially against Tessa. But that was a very fantastic video package, and I recommend anybody go look at it, especially leading into Hard to Kill this Sunday. So that was actually a very well produced package. That was one I haven't seen very long in Impact, but that was really good though. But next, yes, Jessica Havoc versus Rosemary. They told Susie to stay in the back. Most of this whole match was about Susie. It wasn't much between Havoc and Rosemary. Of course, James Mitchell being knocked down several times, and Susie coming out on commentary or whatnot. For instance, Don Callis says, listen, don't touch her or anything. And, you know, of course, James Mitchell had to get involved as Rosemary hit him in the face then, whatnot. And I thought it was funny, Don Callis talked about James Mitchell said, somebody smoke this fool. Just smoke him. I thought that was pretty funny when he said that, though. But Mitchell tried to grab Susie and everything. And Havoc had got a DDT on Rosemary then after that. And then Tombstone. So, yeah, Rosemary lost. I don't know where they're even going with this story anymore, if you ask me, with this Susie. That's all it's focused on, was Susie, and it was the match itself. Then again, I don't even remember the last time I even seen Rosemary wrestle, to be honest, all with you. So, I don't know if she's still hurt or not, but I barely even see Rosemary wrestle on this show. 6-woman tag, ODB, Tennille Dashwood, and Jordynne Grace versus Taya, Kiera Hogan, and Madison Rayne. Of course, Madison Rayne, she was going to get back up. Of course, the 6-women's tag has to do with the match itself this Sunday and everything. It ended up with ODB, the BAM and everything on being Taya, and then Jordynne Grace did a Vader bomb after that, but ODB threw her out and took the pinfall from her then. So mostly just to hype up for the title match this Sunday, the triple threat, Knockout Championship, which in a way I think Taya may be losing, to be honest, because I'm hearing a lot more rumors more about that she may be going to WWE because her husband John Morrison is there. I don't know how long her contract is, but I would not be surprised if she drops the belt this Sunday and will be gone from Impact. I'm not sure, but I'm just taking a guess though. So I don't think she's gonna retain the championship though, to be honest. Pushing up, Tennille Dashwood broke it up as ODB and Jordan Gray started arguing then, so they backed them off. The main event, though, was RVD and Moose, which I thought was funny when Moose said, like, listen, I know we got problems and everything back to Slammiversary. He was like, who? Slammiversary? I'm like, okay, they says we're good then. I feel like winning. I'm RVD. Next thing you know, they show Giant Swinger passed out on the couch as Joey Ryan, Petey Williams walked up then, and Joey Ryan with a Sharpie and whatnot. I guess he's going to ride in his face, so he fell asleep taking all those somas and whatnot. Moose and RVD though went against Brian Cage and Rhino. Good match, mostly to hype up all these matches for Sunday. All four of these men, of course, Moose versus Rhino and Cage versus RVD is gonna go down. Moose tried to go for a frog splash. We tried to go for a frog splash, but Rhino hit the gore on him, and then Cage hit the discus lariat to get the 3 count on Moose, ending the show, pretty much hyping up for this Sunday and whatnot at Hard to Kill. So yes, I will be checking out that show and whatnot. Impact was actually pretty much decent with the go home shows and everything. I think the best thing out of this whole thing was the video package for Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan. I would go back and look that up, but I would say a solid show, especially leading up to Sunday. Elgin versus Eddie Edwards was really great. It's just, why do it now if you know you're gonna do it Sunday? It doesn't make a lot of sense if you ask me. But I enjoyed the rest of the show itself. It wasn't as bad as it wasn't as bad or anything, but it was a relatively solid, decent show, I will say, for Impact. Especially this is a go-home show leading into Sunday to Hard to Kill. So we will see what happens Sunday at Hard to Kill, though. I am looking forward to the show, and I will be checking it out. So I think it will be... I think it'll be a good pay-per-view. A lot of things in Texas and whatnot. I don't know if it's sold out or anything, but we'll see what happens this Sunday. But they look like they got a decent stat card on right now for Impact. I will say that. But other than that, though, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all about Impact Wrestling. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck a lifetime. Blah, yada, yada. Make sure you watch any show or review that's up. Please check out my Wrestle Kingdom 14's Night 1, 2, and New Year's Dash review that are uploaded right now, including Monday Night Raw. So, like I said, check out the Wrestle Kingdom's review online right now, okay? Went very detailed about both nights and everything, so please check those out, including my thoughts on the New Year's Dash and everything from Liger's retirement ceremony and Monday Night Raw last week because Monday Night Raw, okay? But other than that, I'm done with this review. I will see you guys later. Peace out.